Welcome to Snackable Wisdom, where big ideas come in bite-sized pieces.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Snackable Wisdom. We all love trying new foods, right? But what if I told you that some people out there are eating things that might just leave you speechless? Today, we're counting down the 7 most bizarre foods people actually eat around the world. Some of these will make your mouth water, while others, well, let's just say you might want to grab a bucket just in case. Ready? Let's dig in. Let's kick things off with a delicacy from the Philippines, balut. This might look like your average boiled egg, but crack it open and you'll find a partially developed duck embryo inside. Yes, feathers, beak and all. It's eaten straight from the shell, usually with a pinch of salt or vinegar. Balut is considered a snack in the Philippines, but for the rest of us, it's a bit intense. Would you give it a try? Next, we're headed to Italy for something that's cheesier than your worst dad joke, Casu Marzu. This is no ordinary cheese. It's a Sardinian delicacy that's literally crawling with live maggots. Yep, you heard that right. The maggots help break down the fats in the cheese, creating a soft, creamy texture. But here's the catch. You have to eat it while the maggots are still alive. Talk about dinner and a show. If you ever find yourself in Sweden, brace your nostrils for surströmming. This is fermented herring that's been left to age in a can, and when you crack it open, whew! Let's just say the smell is so strong that people usually eat it outside. The fish has a strong, salty and sour flavor that some people love. If they can get past the smell, it's definitely not for the faint of heart or nose. Got a fear of spiders? Then you might want to look away because in Cambodia, fried tarantulas are a crispy, crunchy snack. These creepy crawlies are fried to perfection and eaten like chips. Locals say they're pretty tasty, with a flavor similar to crab or prawns. And don't worry, if you're brave enough to try one, the legs are the easiest part to eat, while the abdomen, well, let's just say that's for the real adventurers. Next up, we're off to Iceland for Hákarl, which is fermented shark. The shark is buried underground for several months to let it ferment, then hung out to dry. When it's ready to eat, it has a strong ammonia-like smell that's often described as, well, a bit like cleaning products. Anthony Bourdain famously called it the worst thing he's ever eaten. But hey, it's a traditional Icelandic dish. Who's up for a bite? Ever heard of ant larvae tacos? In Mexico, Escamoles are a highly prized delicacy that consists of ant larvae harvested from the roots of agave plants. Known as insect caviar, these tiny creamy eggs have a buttery flavor and are often served in tacos or with guacamole. So next time you're in Mexico, you might just find these little guys on the menu. Don't knock it till you try it. And finally, we have Sannakji from Korea, a dish that's as fresh as it gets. It's raw octopus, chopped up and served while the tentacles are still squirming. Yes, it's still moving on the plate. The real challenge is eating it while it's wriggling. Those suction cups can stick to your mouth if you're not careful, but many say it's deliciously tender and packed with flavor. Would you be brave enough to try it? And there you have it. 7 of the most bizarre foods people actually eat around the world. Whether it's crawling, squirming, or smelling super funky, these dishes prove that food can be a wild adventure. Which one would you try? Or would you rather skip them all? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more snackable wisdom on fascinating topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully with something a little less terrifying on my plate.